course. Hello.
Hi. So like today we posted like on our social media asking the fans like what they would like to ask you. So there's a couple questions I'm gonna hit you from our fans, just letting you know in advance. So first of all, I would like to ask you, have you ever been to Thailand?
I've actually never been to Thailand.
That's
I gotta come when this whole pandemic's over.
Yeah, right. Yes, that would be great. We would love to have you here. So, in saying, like, because you just said the pandemic, like, how has 2020 been treating you? Because I'm sure this is kind of like different for everyone.
Yeah. It's very bad here right now. Like we
Yeah.
have just in California where I am alone, we have like 40,000 cases per day.
Wow.
So,
That's
so it's a
insane.
lot. We're in a lockdown right now again. And I've just been really careful this whole time. I take it really seriously. I don't really see many people. And, it's like we're always getting tested. And, sometimes for work, we have to do
Yeah.
things, but it's been crazy. It's been very different. You learn a lot of things about yourself when you're alone a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. How has it affected like your way of working? Because I mean, I think the nice thing about being in the creative field, you kind of can create anywhere, right? But like, has it affect you in the way you write or produce songs, or have you used like different spaces?
Definitely, because you so I haven't really been in the studio with anyone since March, really. Um,
Wow.
Luckily, a bunch of my songs I record a bunch of songs at a time. So I have so many songs I can be working on and that I've recorded like pre-pandemic or at least written. So then we record when we recorded the Justin Bieber song, we wrote it before the pandemic, but we recorded it during the pandemic in different places.
Oh, wow. So you're talking about Lonely, right?
Yeah. Justin, when we recorded it, he was actually quarantined in Canada. He couldn't get back. So
Wow.
we recorded it in Canada. Well,
Does
he
does
did.
that does that affect like the way, I don't know, like because I'm not, a musician, but like when you do music and you have to send it to another place and they record it, like does it affect the way you work in any
Well,
ways, or is it
it definitely would have while writing the song. Luckily, we got to write it before because I've tried to
okay?
do one of the Zoom things and it just doesn't work. Because for me, it's like I need that human interaction. I need that connection because, you take a song like Lonely. I've known Justin since 2009. So
Wow.
we have that relationship and that trust built up, and like you got to be in the room to gain that trust. And if someone's going to be that vulnerable, you can't just be something like over phone and you're like, what'd you say, wait, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. No, I totally get that. It's even for, I guess, doing interviews, we had to adjust too, not being able to look you in the eye like directly or feel the energy. It's kind of different. So I can only imagine for artists, this must be, a whole type of different way of working now. So a lot of the fans been wondering about, yeah, I mean, they just asked like how did you and Justin came together? But you just said that you met him like way back
I
in the
came
day.
together. Yeah, we really met um in 2009. Scooter Braun, his manager, was like, I have this new guy, you got to check him out. And I met him that way, and we made a song, and then like we made another song like 5 years later, and then another one like 6 years later, and then and we just became friends and became closer. And like this song really brought us to a new level of like, trust and vulnerability and a better understanding than we even ever had.
Yeah. Your list of artists that you work with is like amazing. You work with so many different people. Is it, like I'm just curious in like a writer's perspective and producer and as an artist, um, do you use different tactics working with different people, or is it all stem from a friendship and a personal relationship?
I think like I treat it like this, like if I'm not if we're not friends, I can't do it. Like it's all of my things usually start out as friendships first. And we're friends and we hang out first and maybe we get dinner a few times and like laugh or go play sports or something. Like I can't just start out being this like it feels too cold. It's like working in like an office, you know. You have to have that trust there.
Yeah, it would be like a business meeting, right? Kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see. All right, so like what's coming up for you? Like we've been dying to know, the fans have been asking, like, you know, what's in plans for you for 2021? Is there anything that we can look forward to?
I'm gonna put out a song in January.
Uh-oh, okay.
And I'm also going to put out an album. I'm working on an album. It's so funny because, you know, after I did East Side, my first song as an artist, I was like, oh, you know, like people aren't gonna, you know, like maybe people will like it a little bit and I'll work really hard and then I'll be able to like get somewhere in years. But then it like took off so quickly and I was like, oh my God, now I got to make an album. And the same thing with Lonely. I was like, oh yeah, maybe people will like it. And then now it's like this thing where I'm like, I'm just like racing to try to make an album.
You feel like people are like expecting and waiting, and is it kind of like a pressure a little bit?
Yeah, a little, but it's like a good one.
Yeah, definitely, right? I mean, you know what you're doing is totally like been received very well and people are excited to hear you. So like what do you look forward to the most for 2021? And hopefully we can get over this pandemic, you know, soon.
Oh my gosh. I look forward to like being able to like hug my friends and hang out with my friends and see people and not worried about being sick and spreading a virus and just like people getting back to normal life a little bit. It's something I'm so excited for. And being able to like go to concerts and, you know, I know we're very far away from all these things, but just like the start of normalcy.
Yeah, and definitely like how about performing? Because probably this year wasn't, you know, a year for many artists couldn't really do concerts or perform.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people's outlet. It's like how it's their existence, and it's like it's a lot of fans' existence. It's how you have fun, where you spend your money, and like I think we're gonna be in the woods for a little bit longer, but after that, I think hopefully within the next year or so, we'll have some normalcy and people will be able to do the things that they love again.
Great. I'm just curious, I don't know if you can tell me, but like, are there any collaborations you can tell us about in your new album? Is there anything you can give us like a little sneak peek?
Here's what I can tell you.
Okay.
I've given you Khalid, I've given you Halsey, I've given you Justin Bieber, I've given you Selena Gomez. You know I'm gonna come with something good. I gotta keep it secret, but I'll tell you, there's definitely gonna be a lot of names on there you're gonna love.
Yes, and that's all we're expecting. So we can't wait to hear your album, and hopefully, really hopefully, we can welcome you in the studio in Thailand.
Yes,
one day.
I would
Hopefully,
love that.
2021 will be the year, and I just want to thank you so much for taking your time, and you know, take good care of yourself, and hopefully, we'll get to meet, you know, next year.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too. สวัสดีค่ะ